they don't want me dead. Can we try that again?
Whoa, so you can die in this game. We're all the way up to near the end of day 5. This is the first death you can have. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Gabriel Knight, the 20th Anniversary Edition. Last time, we had another death. Not Gabriel's here, but Professor Hartridge, who did find out some stuff about that Veve, but was killed for it. We do have his notes that I still need to look at. Also, we found out about the voodoo vocabulary, language, written language, whatever. So we might be able to put that to use. But it seemed to lead us here to Dr. John. And this looks like it was set up to kill us. Let's retry this. Luckily, if you die, you can go right back to before your death. So we can go back here. So what do we do? So remember that snake kind of had a freak out when we did a little something the first time we visited the museum. So let's see if we can't put that to use.
Hello?
So snake is there. It's like, what's up, buddy?
Uh-oh.
Alright, hopefully we won't choke while we get this switch right here.
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did. I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see. We were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time they're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Maybe put a sign out front? Jeez, man. Well, let's go back to St. George's Bugs. We need a bit of time to recover from that. That was unpleasant.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
You're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Everyone has their own thing, I guess. What was that?
There's something in the ashtray.
Okay. Let's use the magnifying glass and take a look.
There's a snake scale in the ashtray.
Why is there an ashtray if neither of them seem to smoke? I mean, this thing is like pretty clean for, well, cleaner than what I usually see of ashtrays.
The item in the ashtray is too small to pick up by hand.
Oh, come on. So this looks like a scale from the snake that attacked us.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Okay. So, of course, we have our tweezers.
Gabriel finds a snake scale in the ashtray. It's a souvenir from the museum's python.
Alright, now let's take a closer look at this bad boy. So this is from the lake, this is from the museum. They look pretty identical.
Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python.
And let's take out our other scale. We're not? Okay.
It's a snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python.
Why are you laughing? Anyway, okay. Let's look at the lake snake scale then. And
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain.
okay, and how do I use these two together?
Gabriel is carrying a...
Yeah. I need to look at them together.
It's a snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python.
One second.
He places
there we
the
go.
two scales together. The two iridescent scales are a perfect match.
Haha. So I guess it was the this button right here. That's the combine button. Have I used that before? I don't know. So after all this, we need to convince Mosley to open the case back up, and you need to go away.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Alright, let's head to the police station. Oh, look at that. Anyway, we got 191 points. I just had to double check I had the right amount of points for right now, and I do.
3 nearly identical little girls are playing jump rope outside the station. There's something a little off about them.
Yeah, just a bit. Anyway, let's, I keep forgetting to do this, but I'm gonna do this now. Hartridge's notes. Let's take a look.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Authentic. That's the key word there. Benin. What is that? Have we heard that before? Sounds familiar. Anyway, that's proof that it's voodoo. At least has realistic voodoo aspects to it. Realistic, authentic. Authentic is the word I was looking for. Anyway. Alright, Mosley. We need a word with you.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, come on in.
There's the weird music again. What is with this music? Alright, so let's start showing him some stuff. First, let's show him the notes. Actually, we could probably talk to
Can
him
I
first.
ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No? Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
I don't think there's any relation.
He doesn't know anything.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Not since the last time you asked.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? I guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, huh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said,
Crash said? What, he mentioned pink elephants too?
aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No, actually I was with him when he died. Could have been poison though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy, standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report.
Okay, was it just me or did Gabriel's eyes look really weird in that last thing he said? Go back and look at that.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
I already told you. You still need to...
Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's start showing him the stuff then.
I have this. Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about him?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
This is interesting if it's true. But how do you know he had the right pattern?
Well, let's show him. So we have the pattern that we reconstructed from the crime scenes. We have it right here. Okay. Don't know why I couldn't find that.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight. So that's what Hartridge used, huh? I guess his analysis is on target then. Okay, the murders were committed by a legitimate voodoo cult. You proved your point.
And we can also say that there was a pattern from the article from the 1800s.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810.
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? Or that they are a threat?
Okay, they're a threat.
And now we want to show him the snake scales.
I have these 2 snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It definitely suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. I'll be in touch. Meanwhile, you stay out of trouble. I mean it.
I'll try. Thanks, bud.
Now lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
Alright, I think we're done for the day. Let's get out of here. Oh, you're so slow, Gabriel. Can we talk to them at all?
Hey there, girls.
The little girl stare at Gabriel, but say nothing to him.
Okay, one of us.
Of all the things I could go to jail for, that is not going to be one of them.
That is inappropriate.
Gabriel's double Dutch skills leave something to be desired.
That's not double Dutch. That is just jump rope. It's single Dutch.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Uh-oh, we're not getting any tonight. Oh, and the nightmares come again. We actually haven't had nightmares for the last 2 nights. Now. And this seems like the events that were depicted in the journal. Wheel within a wheel. That dagger. Now we are on day 6. And then the night became as day. I glimpsed nature's reddest claw. The face of fear looked back at me as I gazed into the maw.
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel!
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in the back. It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
Oh, God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No, I'll take care of it.
But, Gabriel?
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
Shh, it's gonna be fine. Now go on.
That is creepy and terrifying.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No, I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rhododrums.
Really? Great.
That could be useful.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Special delivery, it seems.
So before we get into all that, the the graphic novel, when we clicked on it at the very first episode, suggested that we wait till the end of day 5 to view it. Well, now is that time. We can look at this. This graphic novel was actually included in the original Gabriel Knight game. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't show this one to you when I first Let's Play the original, because honestly I didn't even know about it. But here it is, Sins of the Father, suggested for mature audiences. Are you a mature audience? I hope so. Written by Jane Jensen. In the woods outside Charleston, South Carolina, June 1693. This looks familiar. The village elders gather at the site of a brutal, ritualistic murder. What sayest thou, Mayor Crodwell? Not again, this is the 6th. All eyes turn to a short, square man. I say, devils from hell are among us. 'Tis worse than the trouble they had up north. Mother of God, protect us. The grim vigil is broken by the sound of a horseman's galloping approach. An oddly dressed stranger dismounts. Thou art the witch hunter. Ja, I heard it as thou requested, and paid well for. I am Mayor Crodwell, and these good brothers are from the Charleston Council. I trust thy journey over the seas was uneventful. I was well protected. So shall we be now thou art with us. So he came from Germany to come here, and remember in the journal he was talking about a medallion he had. The witch hunter rejects further formalities, turning instead to the gory scenes spread out before him. "'Tis the work of witches, not the devil himself. Must make that determination, Herr Crodwell." "Well?" And the witch hunter finally answers, his voice is grim. "Ja, it is witchcraft. There can be no doubt. The witch hunter will find the guilty one. Thank Jehovah." The sound of a delicate footfall quiets the angry men. Into their midst comes one who shines like copper in the bright moonlit night. "Eliza, why art thou here?" "A letter for the witch hunter, master." "Give it to me, child." As their eyes meet, something passes between the witch hunter and the slaves. Something like recognition. "Dear father, I received thy missive. I know thou art angry, but my journey here was not in vain. The colonists here have stumbled upon a true evil, magic dark and old. It is unlike anything I have seen on the continent. Please write me more about thy work in Saint Dominique. There's a pattern around the bodies that recalls thy stories of those killings. I shall begin to question the local slaves. Do not fear, the talisman will protect me. I only do my best to fill thy shoes as Schottenjäger. Beloved father, as thou hast oft told me, we must prepare to sacrifice all. Your son, Gunther." Schottenjäger. Interesting. And there's the medallion. At the end of a scorching summer day spent investigating, Gunter Ritter finds himself at the slave quarters of Mayor Crodwell. The sight of a familiar figure is a welcome relief. Mistress Eliza, might I trouble thee? It is very hot in thy colony. Wouldst thou have some water? It is not my colony. Come inside before you fall down. So you are the famous witch hunter. That is why I am here. Why do you do that? Hunt witches? There are things that should not be. Ha, yes, witch hunter. There are many things which should not be. Tell me about thyself, Eliza. My German accent keeps slipping in and out. The woman stares at her questioner, unable to fathom his interest. But when his face remains sincere, she finds herself speaking. The bitterness in her voice surprises her. What is there to tell? My real name is Tetelo. My people were strong and beautiful. My father led them to prosperity until few survived the slaughter. I was taken to the West Indies. Later, when my first master died, I was bought by Crodwell. He brought me here. Is he good to thee? Good? Are you mad, witch hunter? The door burst open, breaking the moment. Eliza, my pretty one. Herr Ritter, I did not expect to find thee still about. It is long past sunset. Gunter finds himself strangely embarrassed. I was just leaving. Good night, Mayor. The next day, Gunter follows a lead to the Crow's Nest, a seaman's tavern. So the victims have all been seamen. So what I said, men around here are getting awful jumpy. Last man what went down's a captain. From the Merchant's Pride? Nay, he'd been a slaver once, but gave it up, you know. Too much blood in it for him. Some were squeamish about such things. As he heads through the town, Gunter sees a distant flash of skirt and hurries to catch up. Mr. Stetelo, good day. Might I aid thee with these packages? I am sorry, Eliza. Oh, wait. Oh, don't call me that. Eliza's my name. Do you want to get us both in trouble? I'm a slave. I'm sorry, Eliza. There are no slaves where I come from. I am not familiar with the proper procedure. Forgive me. We are not in your homeland, nor mine. If you owned me, I would have to accept your attentions. Since you do not, leave me alone. At night, Gunter cannot sleep. He struggles with an oppressive restlessness, an anxiety he cannot name. The light tapping at the door takes a moment to register. Yes? Tetelo? Yes, I want you to tell me about it. About what? Your homeland. Yeah, certainly. Take a seat. Gunter finds himself telling the beautiful slave about his father, about their family role of Schottenjäger, shadow hunter, destroyers of evil, about the talisman that goes with the title. Yes, I can feel the totem's power, and yours. I am tormented by thoughts of thee, Tetelo. I want such things. A white man would not understand. It is called Zingst, the forbidden, the unbidden. When a man and woman are brought together by the universe, they have no choice. There is always a reason. A child must be born, a village saved. To fight it is a living death. Yeah, I can see that. You would not have to come to me. I did not want to be like the others. Good, it is better that I chose for myself. Who's talking here? I don't know. You understand? Yes, ooh, hello. This will be very challenging. I hope that the universe knows what it is doing. So, my love, do I. Witch hunter, thou hast been in Charleston for 6 weeks. I want this witch caught. Several weeks later in the office of Mayor Crodwell. There is progress. The patterns, the rituals. My father has encountered it before. The magic is African. African? African! Art thou saying our slaves are responsible? I shall kill every nigger in this state by... Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, he says some bad things. Be calm. A massacre is not the answer. I'm sure there are no more than 5 or 6 involved. These covens work in secret. I thought sure this is not simply an excuse for my spending so much time in my slave quarters. The words now spoken hang between the two men. No, give me one more night. I've set a trap. By tomorrow thou wilt have thy witch. And it better be so. The example we make of this coven shall never be forgotten. And then thou, Herviter, can go home. That same night. Oh, the shade is a terrible mistress. Oh. Where are my men? Where are my... Crack. Ouch. He fights the darkness to the throbbing of drums. The witch hunter thought of the perfect trap, and into it had fallen the one person he had least expected. Himself. When consciousness returns, he finds it stranger than any dream. Dambala quedo, o colorv mon. Ogum baragri, vinigida nu. Dambala, our great serpent god, come and aid your people. Ogum baragri, vengeance is taken, power recalled, blood for blood as your thirsty jaws demand. The dagger plunges toward him. Gunter calls on his master. Mein Gott! The talisman crackles with energy. And suddenly the witch sees the man beneath her. The lovers stare at each other in horror. Gunther? No, it cannot be thee. Before the two can recover, Gunther's men make their belated attack. God take thee, witches! The men of the Covenant fight bravely, but surprise and numbers take their toll. A trap! They will kill thee. Go now. Run, Tetelo. In a horrified daze, Gunther watches his men capture the Coven. Then, without a word, he slips away to confront the witch herself. I know you do not understand. I beg you, hear me speak. I am waiting. My father was not just a chief, he was a black Bokor, shaman to the dark gods that gave our tribe power. There came a terrible drought. Nothing my father did appease the gods. After many died, Agun Badagri finally answered. He named the price of rain. Me. My father thought he could trick Ogun Badagri. He transferred my soul temporarily into the body of another girl, and then he killed her. But Ogun Badagri was not fooled. Angry at my father's betrayal, Ogun sent the white men. Our people fought hard and were slaughtered. Everyone still lying was taken. Many more died on the voyage. But why kill the men now? What good can it do? Ogun is willing to forgive, but to regain power, our captors must die. Our humiliation will be revenged. I cannot let thee continue. Of course you cannot. I have been lying for the past. But since you came, I have seen other pass for me together, you and I. Ha! Thou knew it was thee I sought all this time, and now let me love thee. Let you? I had no choice. How did you think I felt, in love with my own hunter? This was destined. You and I must make a new way together. No, I do not know. I must go think. Gunther, do not betray me. Mayor Crudwell, all were captured but the leader, a female. The witch hunter must still be on her trail. God has delivered us, this mere murderous coven of Satan, and so he will the witch. Yes, but who brought this witch among us? Thou, slave, speak thou her name. Thou speakest not, and yet thy face is familiar. Looking into the coven member's bloody copper-colored face, a horrible realization comes to Crodwell. I know where to find her, the witch hunter, follow me. Meanwhile, alone in her cabin, Tetelo prepares a ritual circle, her tribe's Veve, and enters the spirit world. Father, I call you, come speak with your daughter. Father, I have come to ask you, please release me from my duty to the tribe. You would betray your own people? You did, for love. Your life's only purpose is to pay for that mistake, not repeat it. Perhaps it is better to let the tribe go. This is a new land. There will be new people here. There is a way outside the dark gods. These white men will never give you anything unless you use the power. You must destroy this man that tempts you. His kind will only despise you in the end. No, I do not believe that. Daughter, I command you. The quick motion the beve is smeared, the contact is broken. No, oh Papa. In a clearing nearby, Gunther wrestles with demons of his own. God, give me answer. The answer is not what he expected. His revulsion and fear are instant, his dagger in the air before he is conscious of the decision to throw it, or sees clearly its destination. Thud. No. Brother Ritter, finally I find thee. They have found the witch. She was taken to the town square. They found who? Crodwell's slave woman, Eliza. She must have thought the devil would protect her, for she was still in her cabin. Never even tried to escape. Wait, I came to warn thee, Brother Ritter. Gunter reaches the town square where the soft glow of firelight fills him with terror. Crodwell, stop. What is that? What is it, witch hunter, or should I say witch lover? What dost thou imply? I ask for a fair trial, that is all. This is murder. Oh, and what is it called when the town money is spent for a witch hunter, and he protects the witch, lays with her in utter blasphemy? Perhaps the good townsfolk would be interested in hearing this story. The crowd quiets and turns toward the two men, sensing confrontation. Aye, but this... Well, are you still under the power of her seductive ways? No, I merely wish to question the witch, but if thou wishes to burn her secrets with her, then do it, and quickly. Gunther! The witch hunter pushes his way with pretended coldness to the edge of the angry crowd, but cannot make himself go further. Gunther! He watches, transfixed as the flames grow higher, and Tetelo, abandoned once more, begs her old gods for vengeance. Dambala, Ogun Badagri, hear your wicked daughter. I call upon you to revenge your people, destroy this town and all within it. Dambala, great serpent, strike. But the only reply is the taunts of the hate-filled mob. Speak, witch, speak. Ha 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 ha. Thy devils cannot save thee. Burn, devil's whore. Her agony and humiliation twist in Gunter's mind. She, the martyr, the crowd, the howling demons, it cannot go on. No. Tetelo, I empower thee. God forgive me. The power of the talisman and the power of Tetelo's dark gods can join in a terrible synergy. The heavens boil over, bleed electricity, and hurls their destruction with deadly accuracy. At the saints and sinners in the square below. Now, my brothers! Tetelo's handful, freed from their bonds, attack. They are joined by Charleston's other slaves, the old gods fanning a spark they had forgotten was there. Dambala. A hate they had swallowed for too long. Mercy had been left in the fields of Africa and the holds of sinking slave ships. And it is Charleston that will pay this night. Gunter sits in the eye of the storm, while some part of his brain hears the sounds of the massacre. His eyes refuse to acknowledge it. He stares at the talisman in his hands as though focusing on a light, until even the light is polluted. He can no longer deny. Look at me. He will not. He cannot. Look at me. I saved thee. Your guilt saved me, and this. But you betrayed me. You betrayed me. I could have loved you. I would have left everything. What have I done? You have made my father's daughter. Goodbye, witch hunter. And there it is. So those dreams Gabriel's been having have been of the past. Of his own family past. So now, what happens from here? Can we help stop this cult? It seems like that might be a part of our responsibility now, something we inherited. Well, let's see what we can do next time on Let's Play Gabriel Knight, the 20th Anniversary Edition. Thank you for watching and have a good day.